Hi, my name is Frank Schaefer, and behind me here on the Merrimack River is one of the oldest Coast Guard stations in the United States, founded hundreds of years ago. Right now effectively shut down because of Donald Trump's ego fit that he's throwing over an unnecessary wall and a trumped-up crisis. It makes you wonder how we got here. Something few people seem to put together is this: when bad people on different sides of the spectrum want something, sometimes there's a weird historical convergence. Let me give you an example. White evangelical Trump voters think Jesus is coming back any day, and his return is predicated upon mounting levels of worldwide turmoil, chaos, war, volcanoes, you name it, and above all, the return of the Jews to the state of Israel. And so American foreign policy is now dictated by people like Mike Pence, the vice president, who's an evangelical Christian, waiting for the return of Jesus. Pompeo and others the same. Donald Trump wants to be president, or thought he did. Vladimir Putin of Russia wanted to sow chaos in the United States, very much the kind of chaos that evangelicals look forward to as a harbinger of the return of Jesus. So he financially backed the NRA, knowing that the more gun deaths there are, and random shootings and killings and instability and teen suicides that skyrocket in states where the NRA has a big presence and there's big gun ownership, the better. He hates America. Every teen suicide is one less soldier he has to kill in some future war. This weird convergence of deluded white evangelical voters expecting the imminent return of Jesus Christ, combined with a love of chaos. Bad news is good news to them, because every bad thing that happens, every war and rumor of war, every mass epidemic is bringing us closer to the return of Jesus Christ. Vladimir Putin knows better. He doesn't believe in anything, and of course he's an atheist. Lights a few candles in Orthodox churches once in a while so that he can keep the bishops, lick-spittle Russian bishops, in his pocket, just like Trump keeps the lick-spittle American senators and Republican congressmen in his pocket. But he wants chaos too. So this weird convergence of interference in our election from abroad by Putin, combined with delusional white evangelical cultists who now have become Trump worshippers, brings us this, quote, president. And so behind me here across the Merrimack River is an effectively shut Coast Guard station. In airports where my daughter's trying to travel this weekend are growing lines of people as disgruntled TSA workers who supposedly are protecting us from terrorism, which Trump says is why the wall needs to go up, though there's no proof any terrorists ever came across the wall. But you get the picture. The twin stream of American delusional evangelical Protestant voters, that 40% that keeps supporting Trump no matter what he does, combined with Vladimir Putin's cynical manipulation of our election process and the stupidity of our internet-driven, social media-driven news cycles, has given us this horrible man. He will not go away until it's clearly exposed that evangelical white Trump-supporting voters are not voting because of political motivation. They are voting because of theological motivation. And so all these idiots in the media that keep saying, how could they support this adulterer who pays off porn stars, don't get the point. They think he's given by God. It's a theological belief with them. Similarly, those who wonder, why did Russia interfere? Simple, they're our enemies, and it's cheaper than sending nukes to the States to just get teens to commit suicide because you help the gun ownership lobby through the NRA. It's simple, just to cause chaos by ginning up the conspiracy theories white evangelicals believe in anyway. The stupidest people in America, white evangelical Christians, combined with the most evil man in the world right now, Vladimir Putin, to give us the worst president, the most illegitimate president this country's ever had. Let's call it like we see it. Evangelicals are the enemy of American democracy, right there hand in hand with Vladimir Putin, for very different motives. Off the wall, wait for Jesus coming back on one hand, cynical manipulation of American electoral politics on the other, and we have a shut Coast Guard station behind me. Thanks. Welcome to 1919. My name is Frank Schaefer.